Okay, and we are back. Well, I might have just screwed that up there. That was kind of retarded. Looking at the timer now, I think I cut it at 20 minutes or not. I'm lost. Oh, here, this is where I actually went to do an episode division here. So, yay, air quotes. But, any number of things going on here. My sister was sick over the last couple of days, and that's mainly why I didn't do any recording. Other thing is, I need a job and a TV of my own, so that's always fun. Not the job. I'd love to have a job, but in fact, that'd be one of the best things that could happen to me is having a job. That is new. It's new. It's huge. It's an invader. I think I managed to kill one guy here. They start running as soon as you fire. I think the splash damage there manages to kill him. But, you know, I might do some multiplayer. I think, from what I can tell, I actually got a guy there. Or a drudge. Might bring you guys some multiplayer just to show you how truly awful it is. The single player was, you know, I guess kind of cliched. Or, not cliched so much as it's just campy. It's cheesy in a good way, you know, kind of the alien conspiracy thing is amusing to a point. But hopefully the second one's going to improve on the multiplayer. Supposedly they're introducing a ton of new modes, a ton of new maps. Get the hive cannon here, which is not bad. It's actually a pretty decent weapon. I want to talk about rapid fire. And I also get, what I was talking about earlier, my favorite weapon in the game, the striker. And you may be thinking, oh, does it have any relation to the strike rifle? Yes. Yes, it does. And I actually swap out, got switch and swap mixed up. Switch out the rocket launcher for this, and you'll see why coming up here, because, you know, 117 round clip, pretty powerful. I think I managed to kill this thing here with, actually, yeah, I killed it in that burst, and that's why I turned the difficulty up, you know, 15 rounds from the hive cannon. But the strike rifle is essentially... Shut up. The strike rifle is this... Democratic talk radio. Yay! I actually glitched through the rail there. And you'll see I do it again in a second here. For some reason, I can't figure out how to get past these flames. I can't remember how exactly to do it. Try that. That doesn't work. There's no valve, so I just decide to run past it. Eventually here. Yay for running around in circles. Nope. What was I trying to think of? Yeah, grenade doesn't do anything, so I just walk past. But the striker is essentially this game's version of a light machine gun. You know, rapid fire, 117 rounds per clip, etc. I've actually got infinite ammo here turned on. Wrong door. Because I just didn't feel like, going through it and just constantly having to struggle to find ammo, because there are a couple of points where you get pretty close to running out. This works pretty well for me here. Yeah, essentially an LMG. For those of you who don't know what LMG is, I'm assuming most of you viewers who are going to see this know what an LMG is. Andres, I've seen your Call of Duty vids. Techman, I've seen your Call of Duty vids. I'm pretty sure you guys all know what a light machine gun is. But it looks like I've hit my time limit here. So, not being a retard, I'm going to say, see you later. I'll be back in a moment for another episode. And we're back. Anyway, talking about, most of you guys know what an LMG is. For those of you who don't, just in case, it's a light machine gun. M249 saw, M3, any number of LMGs on the market today. It's kind of... I do pretty well sniping these guys here. In fact, I do really well. I'm trying to get a headshot there, but apparently I just clipped him in the shoulder. I don't know if I actually ever take this guy out. Because... see, maybe that was just the glowing of the shots. The shot craters there. But I thought I hadn't killed him. And I thought that glowing thing there was him poking. And here I kind of panic because I'm out in the open. You can actually only get through that one way. You can walk around behind here. You can walk around behind that dumpster and crawl under the air duct one way, but apparently you can't crawl the other way. So I was afraid they were going to start sniping at me, etc. But, doing this whole thing here. Nail him. Melt him. I'm really excited to see Conduit 2, actually. Talk about that for a little bit. Any number of improvements from what I hear. I actually don't do too well here. Not like in that respect. I end up running into a couple of ghost mines here. Like, I think there it is. Turns out I held up another scarab. Managed to do that. So, destroy him here. That's one thing I love about the Striker, and you'll see coming up here where I end up taking on what are referred to as storm scarabs. And, those, they actually cloak, and I dropped down onto another ghost mine there. But there's actually a kind of a cheap way using the Striker that you can take them out pretty easily. But anyway, man, I keep rambling. I keep losing my train of thought. My train of thought has been derailed. Oh yeah, talking about Conduit 2 there. I think I got like a headshot with that grenade there. From what I've heard, any number of improvements, better multiplayer, more multiplayer modes, little bit longer story. Man, that's 3 right there. 3 ghost mines. That's just stupid. Anyway, I've heard that they're introducing more multiplayer modes, stories longer, boss fights in the story, not in a bad way, but, oh, another episode division there. Not in a bad way, but in, actually incorporating them in, like, I'm pretty sure, I guess I put a spoiler alert in here, but I'm pretty sure everybody knows the first level, the oil rig level, if you're interested in the game.
This corridor leads to the situation.
Is going to be, it's set on an oil rig and you battle this huge sea serpent thing, etc. I forget you actually have to use the ASC here. I keep trying to use A to interact with it, and instead I just end up jumping. But, so any number of improvements to the game, and of course, as requisite with all shooters, the guns are really the centerpiece. If you got good multiplayer and good guns, I really don't think anybody gives a shit about the single player. Ultimately, if they hear it's awful, they're just not going to play it. But most shooters today are socially oriented. The multiplayer segment is the big part. Like, an exception to that being Bulletstorm, which actually had a really strong story. Take these guys out here.
I'm giving you the codes. You can track what I'm doing on your visor. If anyone can be trusted with them, it's you. You can't let the Drudge get access to those codes.